Dear creatures, that will be the day of the thumping, the striking, the greatest catastrophe, the great calamity. That will be the day of Al-Qari'ah.
الرحمن الرحيم.
القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش. القارعة ما القارعة وما الجبال كالعهن المنفوش. فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي
mentions the last day with many names, each name describing that which will happen, the affliction of that day. You got Yawm al-Khulud, for example, the day of eternity, and indeed it will be the day of eternity. You got Al-Ghashiyah, the overwhelming. You got Al-Haqqah, the reality. You got Al-Waqi'ah, the happening, the occurrence. You got Yawm al-Hasrah, the day of grief and regret. You got Yawm al-Ba'ath, Yawm al-Qiyamah, the day of resurrection. You got Yawm al-Khuruj, the day of coming out. You got Yawm al-Taghabun, the day of gathering. There are many other names for it. Each name explaining the afflictions that will occur on that day. Al-Qari'ah is one of the names of the day of resurrection. It means the striking hour, the thumping, the beating. That name hits the hearts with its engulfing horrors. It is used for a dreadful disaster, a great calamity, and wallahi, it will be a great calamity indeed on the day of resurrection, when the unbelievers will stare in horror as they witness the striking, as they witness that which they did not believe in. Those atheists that did not believe in this, they will witness it on that day, and they will wish that they can have a second chance. They will forget all the comfort they have ever had on this earth, and they will wish that they sacrifice all they have ever had in the path of truth and righteousness. However, dear brothers and sisters, it is too late. It is too late. Their exam has failed. Their chance is lost. They're no longer on earth. They're finished. They're gone. But we are on earth. Why don't we get prepared for this day? Why don't we prepare ourselves for those scales to be heavy and not low? Throughout our day, we eat, we drink, we sleep, we work, but on your shoulders, do not forget, wallahi, you have angels there. Angels recording every single whisper, every single move that you make. You can never escape them. They are always there recording what you do, how you do it, when you do it. On that day, this will all be exposed, and they will wish on that day that they had never ever been born. They will wish that they were still in their graves. And the kafir will say, would that I was dust. Why does he say that? Why? Let us reflect upon it, brothers and sisters. Let us reflect. Why does he want to be dust? Why? Because he knows his destiny is hellfire. He knows he's lost. As you can see, the word Al-Qari'ah is immediately followed with a question. Mal Qari'ah? Suggesting something alarming that's going to happen. Mal Qari'ah? What is the striker? Wama adraka mal Qari'ah? And what would explain to you what Al-Qari'ah is? Then follows the answer. The day when mankind will be like scattered moths. Why scattered moths? Why? If you've got a light outside your home, now it's dark, what would you find around that light? It attracts many insects, especially moths, mosquitoes and so forth. When you see those moths, those mosquitoes, those insects, they'll be hitting each other. You watch carefully. They'll be hitting each other, hitting the light, falling down, getting up, smashing each other. Man on that day will be in a state of confusion, bewilderment. He'll be wild. He'll be lost. Man on that day will be standing, falling, standing, falling. Others will be walking on their faces. Others will be dragged on their faces. Others will be so small like ants being stamped left, right, wherever they go. Others will come with faces that have no flesh on it. Others will have deep scratches in their faces. Others you'll witness with a white face, beautiful face, who will be beaming with light, glittering, shining. And they will be the people of whom? The people of wudu. May Allah Ta'ala make us among those people. It's a day that you can never ever comprehend until you get to it. You can never understand or imagine until you get to it. While all this is being witnessed, the believer will be in a state of grace and mercy by the Almighty Lord. As the unbeliever, he will be in a state of shock. He will be in extreme fear. He will be in extreme fear because he knows that he has lost the life of this world and the life of the next. وَتَكُونُ الْجِبَالُ كَالْعِهْنِ الْمَنْفُوشِ. And the mountains will be in a state like carded wool. Carded wool. If you get wool now and you just throw it in the air, isn't it something that is weightless? No weight at all, just you can throw it and it flies in the air? On that day, the earth will lose its force of gravity. And the mountains, being heavy and established role in the floor and the ground, they will be uprooted from their positions. And being uprooted, they will become weightless. And when they are weightless, they will fly and move in the atmosphere, in the sky, just as clouds fly and move in the sky. And if you look at the mountains, subhanAllah, they are the most striking examples of stability. Is there anything more heavier on this earth than the mountains? The most striking examples of stability, yet they will be swept away as though they were just a mirage that never ever existed. They will fly in front of your eyes. Allahu Akbar. Everything he clings to in this life is flying around him like dust. All those mansions that you own, all those cars that you own, all those assets that you own, all those beautiful suits that you own, all those ships and boats and whatever that you own, all that money that you own. Every night you count 20, 30, 40, 100. Every night. But you have no reflect upon your iman, how much good deeds did I perform today? No. Your worry is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Is that 70 going to go with you in the grave? Or is your iman going to go with you in the grave? Reflect. What's going to go with you? The iman or the money? The mansion on the top of the beach? The car? The Lamborghini? What's going to go with you in the grave? Nothing but your iman. The poor person is exactly the same as the richest person in the grave. Except if he was more God-fearing, he will be better than him. Reflect, ye creatures, reflect. We have nothing in this life.